Conversations with the Pumzela, the girl next door. It is that time of the, I don't know what else to say, the day, the night, but it is that time. It's that, when I have my guests, I would do this any other day. So I am joined today by Morena Motaung. But there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10 names that he uses. But we'll stick to Morena. So he is joining us. The story that is so not familiar to me, but guys, it's one of the things that we need to know, because our history is being told by other people who were not even part of it in the journey. So he is an author. We're bringing our own South African authors.
My
Thank
sister.
you for joining me. Ekasi Albertine, we are here.
Yeah, local is like
my
sister.
Sure. So the book is Being Freedom Fighters. But before we get there, being, it's not just being, it's a being. Before we go to the book, Morena, because I can see it's certified, it's ready, it's here. Before this, just tell me, who are you? Where are you from? But your background, before Kuma Freedom Fighters, hey, what I know, sister. Yes.
Yeah, I'm born in Katlehong.
Okay.
At Mopedi section at 195.
Okay.
Usually we call it Yusuf Arafat Square.
Yusuf Arafat Square. That's another big name, okay?
Yes. Because I will tell you when we go forward with it why we call it Yusuf Arafat Square.
Okay.
That's where I grew up.
Okay.
At 195 Mopedi section in Katlehong.
Okay.
Yeah, my parents is Mr. Simon Morena Motaung.
Okay.
Wa Hlalele. Wa Ntete wa Morapedi. Motho wa Besila Khomo. Petrele ka mama. Ba re Hlalele ke Morena I know si sebata se maru. E reng ha sepurume ka makwala ka mpeng sa makwala. Ebe makwala a hlanola direthe.
I just love how, as abantu abamnyama, we get to know ourselves. You just did one of the most beautiful things that I love. And sometimes I do when I open and say, so it's just one of those things. Amen. Katlehong boy.
Yes.
Just around here. So then you studied. So funde Katlehong, or did you study outside of the country?
I studied in Katlehong.
Yeah.
At Morena Primary School.
Okay.
In Tlhahati section. That's where I grew up and studied my primary. But my crèche, I started there at Retabile or Rikahile crèche next to Katlehong station.
Okay.
There's a crèche there.
Yeah.
That's where I studied.
Hero.
Yeah.
That's why we are a crèche, because I get it.
I studied there.
Okay.
All those other things, I learned them there, where we participated in group discussions, motivating each other as kids.
As kids.
Yes. I started playing the role plays.
Okay.
In terms of cultural, when we do all those things at crèche level. Wow. So when we go up until
it was already
inside there.
Okay.
Inside there. Wow. So we continued with that. I went to Morena Primary School.
Okay.
Yes. And my mother, I forgot to talk about her.
We coming to your mother. So
when we continue with the schooling, yes, I went to Morena. After Morena, when I was doing grades 8 now, started 6 at that time. Then I went to Tumponte Secondary School.
Still in Katlehong?
Yes, still in Katlehong at Nhlanzi section.
Okay.
So I went there, standard 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was disturbed to do my matric on the same year.
Okay, what disturbed you? What happened?
We were the most wanted, to be honest, in terms of being freedom fighters.
Oh.
Yeah, we were the most wanted.
So before you were wanted, so when within Moso Pube Primary from we are a high school, so you were already in the space whereby you are vocal, like you knew about the apartheid system, you knew about izinto ezi that are not politically correct at that time, at that young age usafake uniform.
Yes, my sister, remember when we were at the primary school, during 1980s, 83, 5, 6, 7, 8 until 89. We were wearing short pins. Yes, you were part of that.
Yes.
We were wearing short pins as boys in the school. So we, as the people who were around my area, Motsamai, Poko, Page, Shahadi, Tsolo, we formulated the Young Lions. But the Young Lions, they were started at Mupedi section, including Motsamai, when they were started Young Lions.
So there was that grooming of independence, of independent thinking at that young age.
At that age.
Sure.
Remember, that's why you see at the back they said I started being politically motivated at the young age.
I saw like at 10 years. Yeah, I saw in the book that at 10 years you were already. Or I get why you talk about a crash like that, because it means it's not something that you picked up.
No.
So it was within you first, and then there was this motivation where now you are the part of the people who are like, who is back drawing? Okay, law is one of the people that we need.
Yeah.
So now who is wanting you?
Remember these people when they see you, talking to you, they see mentality, what kind of a person you are.
Revolution.
Yes. Remember when they try to talk to you and you respond positively to what they are telling you, then you become part of them, because now there is no secrets that you share outside, because they start with small things introducing you.
I want us to be, as much as I'm not politically inclined, me and you are 75, 76 babies, and mina nkhulelekas eSoweto eDlamini, and I know Katlehong was like actually one of the townships that was like woke then. Tina ngapha we were like protected. So we were not fighting from the 76 and all that. We didn't pick up with like basfage makoni. So now when we're talking about you people, I want us to be open about, we're talking about the system that was there and that was targeting abantu abamnyama ukuthi basigcine where we are. So baba motivate abakhuluma nawe ukuze uhlale kuma workshop. Was that the part of system whereby you were, when I already in primary and high school, so you want to go, they're coming here, bazokhuluma nathi, bafuna sibe part of the system sihlale lapho. We already now seeing that abelungu mabeza la. Abezanga nge-positivity, but beza ngokufuna ukuzivala amehlo.
Yeah, my sister, that's why we say, remember in a family.
Yeah.
It was firstborn.
Yeah.
Firstborn, a sister, my brother, it's me.
Okay.
So the firstborn, you'll see the picture here. He was a commander in NK.
Is it?
That is why you'll see when you go through it, then you'll find the name Thabo Marcus Abbey Motaung.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also within the family, you already.
Yes. Remember when you see such things, you will ask yourself that when my parents were looking for him, when he was not there, he was lost. Even my parents decided to leave it and say, we can't find him anymore. So let us just relax and say, he's gone, he's gone.
Sure. Before we talk about him disappearing and not being there, so when you were wanted so that bakususe endleleni, so that you don't follow in your brother's footsteps.
Yes. That was the case. Because me, my first brother, Marcus, and Mohau, Nelson Motaung,
sure,
all of us, we are soldiers of MK. The three of us.
Soldiers of MK.
Yes.
For somebody who doesn't know what is a soldier of MK, what would you say? Umuntu baka is soldier MK. What do they do? What is that? What is that hub? What does it do?
Remember, Umkhonto Wesizwe was formed by members of the South African Communist Party, by members of the COSATU, the Tripartite Alliance, as they call it, with the ANC combined.
Yes, that coalition.
Yes, they formed Umkhonto Wesizwe. But in truly speaking, it was run by those people who were part of the South African Communist Party.
I hear you.
Because there were people who were having means of transportation, money, because they are part of workers.
So what was the mandate then?
The mandate then of forming Umkhonto Wesizwe was to liberate the people of South Africa from all kinds of oppression. Either way or the other, it was
for liberating
the people of South Africa.
And then you guys as young lions and all that, now you are taught the means and ways of making sure that the liberation comes and stays.
Yes, sister.
And then you disturbed Umetric.
Yes.
So Mabanfuna, what happened?
Sisters, remember when you are wanted, you can't even stay at home, at your own home. Your own family are rejecting
and wanted to be killed, not just wanted,
not just wanted to be
in negotiation.
No.
You must not be alive, so that there's aniko abantu abazolela isizwe. So they wanted to remove everybody who could be able to stand against apartheid system.
Yes. Remember, they have their own dead lists which they had.
Sure.
So all in those dead list names, people who were in those names,
they're supposed to go.
List, supposed to go.
Sure.
Fortunately, we were there. The Almighty is there, Allah. Looking at those people that
making sure that you stay safe.
Yes.
Then did you finish matric?
Yes.
Where and how?
I was arrested around 1999.
Okay.
Yeah. On the 24th of January 2000.
Yeah.
I was sentenced to imprisonment. For all those crimes, Mama, I did during that time and others after that time. Because remember, we were not working, we were young and all those other things. So
and you want your freedom and all that.
And that thing came after we were integrated to the South African Police Services. Where we were just sent out of the service. We were supposed to be integrated in honesty, in full, to the South African Police Service.
But it didn't happen.
In 1999, they decided to say, no, let us finish the contract of these people. It was a contract, but we didn't know that it was a contract. So you see, when they were introducing that integration to the South African Police Service, it was done, yes, but it was not well for us to continue benefiting or working. Some of them who were participating in that formation are still at the location.
Sure.
Some are dying without even having anything to eat.
Yeah. So we're gonna come to the book, because I want you to also take us through, also figure to a point whereby you want to write this book and the stories. What happened to the freedom fighters that was formed at the time? What were the activities? For how long was it? Was the structure working properly? Was there progress in terms of you are there, like you are the lions that you can take this country forward?
Yeah, there's no progress. That's why in terms of politically motivated. So we had such classes where we learn politically. We were not just people who were pushing the struggle with thunder heads. No, we were learning documents.
Maybe I should have asked like that to say, what were the activities of Umkhonto Wesizwe at the time, or the freedom fighters at the time? What was the program duration? Because Tina, like I'll be honest with you, naively so, you see mostly I'll use the term Amakabani or freedom fighters where it's music and dance. I know, like as African people, we fight with music and dance. You know, we have it coming, but we don't know. There was classes. There was programs.
Yes, because remember, when you are liberating people, you should know what strategies you will use first to liberate those people.
Oh, wow.
Because you can't go there directly without knowing what to use, formats, how to use, mechanisms, how to use, what weapons you will use, what any other methods that will use to make you succeed.
So that you understand what is
expected out of you as a soldier.
Oh, wow.
And you need to be disciplined as well.
So it's discipline, it's mindset, it's motivation, it's always staying knowing very well where we're going. Okay.
Yes. That's why we had those classes.
Okay.
When we started the Young Lions.
Yeah.
We were giving to people who were just being like instructors.
Oh, okay.
In short.
Okay.
Because in army we talk about instructors.
Okay.
So there were instructors who were instructing us that, men, today we are going to deal with this kind of, in terms of preparing you militarily.
Yeah.
So there was those documents that we read most of the time. So there was a document there that we call the Master Secret Work. And the Master Combat Work.
So you
the
MCW.
Studied.
So you studied.
We studied, ma'am.
Yeah.
Because remember, MK was not just a formation of organizing people and say, let's fight. No. No.
So they will train you, one, physically. So also to say, good, if there's a war that's coming up, then physically you had to also go through.
Remember that physically, it needs to be motivated by the book.
Yeah.
So that you learn, you prepare, and you go.
You learn, you prepare, and you go.
Yes. Remember there are those things that in every life there are steps that you need to go through. In MK you have those steps in order for you to be said now you are a soldier of Umkhonto Wesizwe.
Wow.
Or the SDU, the self-defense unit. That's where MK ended. With the self-defense unit.
So that's where it ended.
Yes, because we are the last detachment of Umkhonto Wesizwe. Even though those other people they say we are the last detachment of Umkhonto Wesizwe. Irrespective of they like it or not, we are there. Okay. They can't erase us. This is then
anymore. When you bring me to this point to say, as the last people where it was formal, there was structure, there was instruction and all that, and then it ended. From it ending, is that where your passion or where you decided, you know what, I need to preserve this information? Is that when the love of, you know what, I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna write this book, or it came before?
My sister, when you have participated, you have seen things in life, then they will give you that courage to say, people, they need to know
the truth.
What happened to his father, his mother, his sister, all those people who were involved in the struggle. Some of them, like I said, were lost long time ago. Some of them were not even found. Some of them, they are just came back now, been repatriated from wherever, been dug from the ground to bring back their bones to South Africa.
Sure.
Some of them are still being taken out from the grounds in South Africa where they were hiding. They were buried there, unknown.
No.
Yes. They are still happening even now, being prepared to come back home so that their families can have a closure.
Morena, there was a question that I had there when I was preparing about the challenges and the sacrifices. So when we're joining those structures, in actual sense, you sacrifice your life. You knew that if you go and become Umkhonto Wesizwe and become part of the structure, you are giving your life away because you might not come back.
Yes, remember, sister, there are those things that when we sing, when it comes to that part, you remember, you see when you're struggling, people are dancing. Remember those songs? They are there to motivate us to go forward. Yes.
Sure.
That's why when those people of the 1976 decided to go for Umkhonto Wesizwe after Abontate Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, Joe Slovo, Ahmed Kathrada, and all other the likes of Comrade Ronnie Kasrils, who were the sources of making this happen.
Sure.
People, they don't talk about them.
Yeah. So
because they are silent as well.
They are silent. I think I'm so privileged to have you come here, and I don't think this is one of those stories that we can finish today, because everything that I'm asking for now is from the ignorant point of view, because we know the names but we don't know the stories.
Yes.
And I'm so privileged to you are here as one of the people who were part of the story. So now we're sharing your story. Part of your story is your brother missing.
Yes.
What did that do to you?
Hey, sister, remember when you are young, you see a person and he comes in, later times he's no longer coming back.
Yeah.
So you will keep on asking parents, where is this person? Okay, I would can't do You see, you keep on asking, and parents, they don't have answers to give to you. They will keep on saying, they will keep on saying that. So you keep on motivating yourself with that hope that you will see him one day again. And that was not it. Even my parents,
did he come back?
He passed away. He was hanged in 1982 with the likes of Telle Mokharane, Jerry, and him. There were three.
Sure.
The Morocco three.
Yeah. Sure.
If you are from Morocco, you know the Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco. I'm not far from Morocco. Yeah,
the Morocco three. My brother was part of those Morocco three soldiers who attacked that place. So that's the fire. That was the fire that was burning inside here. That pushed me to become who I am today.
Yeah. So in the book, being a freedom fighter, what does that mean to you? Where did it start? When you started like putting the pen and paper?
The pen and paper, sister, I wrote it when I was about to come back home from 2008. In 2008, around April. So I was preparing myself. Remember, I went there into jail without matric, without doing anything. So when I was in prison, I took my time to myself now and said, you know what, Morena, you have enough time now. Go back to school.
Okay.
I go back to school and I studied my matric and I passed it.
Okay.
Then I decided, no, and now I have matric, so what should I do? So I was introduced to other learning, ABET learning. I was a teacher there. I was a teacher there. I produced distinctions there.
You know that
those who are
that would be another story. The prison life guys.
Those who are in there, who were with me there, they know and they witness that I'm not telling the lies.
The rehabilitation,
the rehabilitation program, which was introduced by Ndate Tabombeki. In his term.
And so it gave you all those opportunities.
Because he's a wise man. It's a wise man.
Nice.
Yes. He's the man of African Renaissance.
What?
President Thabo Mbeki. Yes. So he's
still my favorite president. Anyway.
He's the one who make it easy. Even though we were naughty, but he made us those who were there in prison at that time.
So that you can come back and live the better life, because there is stories where you see veterans who fought for this country, but when you look at them today, they have nothing.
Yes. So remember, sister, in every life, you are given opportunities. That was my second chance when I went to prison. Second opportunity of my life.
Okay.
To prove it better when I come back. And here it is.
Sure. Then the book came.
Here it is, my sister. A second opportunity.
Don't tell me about activities and events of the book, but I just need you to give me highlight of as readers, because I know we spoke too soon. We're like, there's Morena, there's a book. I'm gonna get a copy, read before I meet you. So I haven't read it. And definitely I am buying the copy so that I can read. That's why I don't want you to tell me the stories, but what should a reader expect? Somebody who will, like, when you like sit with this book, what are the things that South Africans, let me say, kids of today, because when you talk to somebody who has experienced apartheid and all that, sometimes it's easy to shut down and move. But I think our kids now, there's a lot of things that they don't know. What would they find here that will help them or motivate them to know what does it mean to struggle and fight for a purpose and for a bigger reason?
You know, my sister, what's the main purpose of this?
Yeah.
It's because in Katlehong, there's nobody who have ever write the history of that location.
Oh yes.
To be honest,
you just know Kumalo Street. You just know the fights and all that, but not the other. Oh yeah.
Yes,
okay.
not the other deepest other things that people need to know about their own location.
At Katlehong.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So people from Katlehong is like this is more
from Ekurhuleni, because this is the book of Ekurhuleni, to be honest.
So it starts with what we have, where we stay, with the history, how rich.
Yes, how rich it is. Because if you can go further, we'll find that even Santiago, it was formed in Katlehong.
Wow. I didn't know.
Yes.
Sure.
It was formed in Katlehong.
So that rich history is here. Firstly. Okay.
Firstly, it is there.
Okay.
Because people who formulated the Johannesburg National District Taxi Association.
Yeah.
It's my grandfather.
Yeah.
Yes. Jan Katlehong Motaung. Yes.
Okay.
So those are the things, my sister, that are inside.
I shouldn't have opened it. But so that's the Katlehong.
Yeah.
And then I see there's a family story.
Yes.
Your mom, your dad, and all.
And you see the photo there.
Yeah.
You start with the KAYL Chiefs first, because that family is part of my family as well.
Oh. Motaung.
The KAYL Chiefs, the Amakosi team, is from that family as well. It's a big family.
Sure.
Yes.
What else are you sharing about your memories, your childhood memories? You wanted to talk specifically about your mom.
Yeah, I want to talk about my mom.
And it's here.
Yeah. She's a darling, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because when you grow up and become a man and you become a father and you have a wife, you will wish to have a wife that is the same like my mom.
Yeah.
When I look at her, I also see that I went straight to that mom of mine, including the facial color, the build up is there.
What is that one thing that mom did for you as a young man?
Oh, sister, my mom wanted us to look very nice, beautiful as always.
Sure.
And make us to be responsible as well. He is the one who motivated me in terms of business.
Okay.
Because she was a hairdresser.
Okay.
She was a person who was cooking, selling fishes and all those things. She was an entrepreneur.
Wow.
Because she was working in a place where he invited customers, send them, give them whatsoever that they need to get. She was working at Checkers as a customer servant.
So doing all service.
You can see what kind of a heart she was having.
Yeah,
a beautiful heart.
Sure, because when I saw my mother, when somebody says my mother, so definitely guys, conversations with the Pumzela, the girl next door, I when I turned the pages, I loved in my head. I knew there's becoming freedom fighters and the memories, but when you come back to who you are and where you come from and ukhulise kanjani, and these are the stories that sometimes we don't get to share. So how did mom feel with now you taking a path? Yobu comrade, if I can put it like that.
To be honest, my mother never saw that part of me. That kind of an attitude, facial expression, and everything like that. She never saw that.
Remember that they are firstborn, so it was painful for her. With the firstborn getting missing, so it's what the same thing that has happened.
But unfortunately, she passed away before me being involved physically with other things.
Wow.
Because when she passed away, that's when everything turned in my life. Yes, my sister.
You know, when I was saying hold it right there, because you know, why I love conversations for me is, you know, when you're talking about stories, now we're talking about your mom and how when you have a certain pillar, and when that pillar is moved, then it changes your life and it changes you and the person that you become. And browsing through, seeing how your story were going to exile, fighting, and you know, you're talking about Katlehong as well, but there is so much into you.
Me.
And you changing when things turned badly when mom left. Who then rose up? Morena Wavuga, and what was the journey?
Hey, you know, after that partner, my sister, she was there.
Yeah.
Morena Motaung. Morena Motaung. Yeah, she was there, to be honest.
Wow.
She was there, pushing, making, or doing that exercise of being
becoming
a mother. Yes. But there was this giant lady in our lives.
Yeah.
Me Ana Sipati Lehong. She was a foster mother.
Okay.
But later she became our mother. After our mother passed away.
Okay.
She took that responsibility with her own hands. Yes.
Wow.
She was not even a family.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
She was just a foster mother. When our parents were at work, when we come from school or crash, we went to his house.
Oh.
So when our parents come back from work, they fetch us and go.
Oh, yes.
It's like what is this?
Yeah,
this,
like if we after care
yes.
and all that, somebody
now they call it
then I used
like that.
So became a parent.
So yeah, she became a parent to us.
Yeah. So when did you then find your voice now? Because I think in the space that you are in, I know in terms of career, you're also in professional development, the love of teaching. Yeah. I've seen it. I know you love transforming other people's lives, because even in the book it shows strength circle that came is you love teaching, you love seeing other people develop,
because there were people who were there making me to grow up.
Yeah, so you are not past.
So my sister, that's not being selfish. We are not supposed to be selfish in life. Whatsoever you've been given,
learning,
pass it to others.
Yes.
So that even them, they need to pass it to others. So that it goes to generations and generations, but in good order.
Yes. This is why I think your daughter, on time, the first question what motivated me to do what I'm doing and all that. It's exactly that point. There's somebody like you who had a very hard life, who you joined the young lions. I don't think it was an easy life going to exile, do or die and all that, and yet you still remaining, you are here. So then you move to a point where now you are here, you have this book that is so rich that you live for generations and generations. So why Conversations with Kumzele do this is so that we keep these stories alive. People like you needs to be known. People like you needs to be young people must know your existence and what you fought for and how you were oppressed, even with everything that you could have done for the country.
Yeah, even then, my sister, to be honest, now they are facing the same situation that we faced in our time,
but in different ways,
in different forms. Now for them, even for them now, to be honest with them, that is dangerous.
Oppression is still
for them is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because they are smoking.
Yeah.
They don't go to school.
Yeah.
They have a lot of children that are growing without parents.
Yeah.
You understand, sisters?
Yeah.
For them, it's worse. So
the struggle now is different than the struggle then.
Yeah, but for them,
it's even
it's worse, my sister, because they are not taking any action. For us, it was worse, but we took action and we managed it.
You know what I like what you said earlier, Mawuti, about our kids now, they don't take action. You said something so profound to say you will study, you would prepare, and then you will go to war. That's the action. So Bona one, the kids today, they don't want to study, they don't want to prepare. What would they go fight for, or what would they stand up for?
Because sister, they don't have anything to fight for, according to them.
Do you think then the freedom that you and other freedom fighters that you fought for was in vain, looking at what's happening now?
No,
okay,
it wasn't not in vain, because we achieved what we fought for.
Okay, the freedom.
Yes. To be, my sister, the freedom is deep.
Yeah.
Once you can be able to cast that vote,
that's free.
That is freedom. Because you can be able to choose who you want, who you don't want.
And you can go anywhere you want.
All the and vote for anybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all the opportunities.
And remember, in that time, there was that part of restriction of movements. You can't go from here to Cape Town. You need to somewhere to stop and produce your document. Why you need to? You see, those were funny things that were happening. But now you can go anywhere.
Yeah. Sure.
Because of this government that we have
now
introduced every good life
that we have now. Yes. But
people they don't appreciate, to be honest. People they have that thing of not appreciating what they have never participated in.
They don't know. They were not part of the struggle.
Yeah,
so that's why
you see,
sentiment.
My sister, even
sentiment,
if it can go, they say
whatever.
Even if the ANC can go, we don't care.
They don't know the struggle.
They don't know, my sister. But you know what? They know. It's just that it's an ignorance.
I think other than ignorance, it's also, you are so right by saying, if you were not part of something and smell it and feel it. We are as here case. We are struggling so gunalio attachment. Yes. So Bona, you can tell them, but I in the book you also talk about or share losing other people, like your comrade Obaz and all that. How many people did you lose, and how was losing those people?
Some were killed by the police, some were killed by the people who were bought by the police system. So you see, there are a lot of things, sisters. Gangsters were there, always participating, assisting police in killing us. So it was a lot for us, to be honest.
Sure.
So just imagine, as a single person, surrounded by all these other people who are against what you stand for. So just imagine, your cycle, behind you on your sides are all these people who are looking at you that you need to go down.
Sure.
Just imagine. And we were young.
And also from us other black people, also your own African people.
Yes. That's why you find that there's a person we called Impimpi and whatsoever. They were there.
Yeah, you also share that, because also that's important, because people now don't know what Impimpi. Then it's something that we still have sellouts now.
We still have them.
Yeah.
We still have them. We see now in the ANC selling out. People are selling out. Yes, we can see.
Yeah.
But we don't gonna go there, because we know the ANC is always there.
Yeah.
All these other parties or organizations, they are coming from it.
Yeah.
It means it has a solid ground.
Sure. So the process, the book is here now.
Yes.
What are you hoping for with this book? What would you want to see happening with this book?
Hey, my sister, a lot to happen with this book.
Yeah.
And movie needs to come from this book.
Okay.
And movie needs to come from this book. Yes. Because it's based on a true story, sisters. A Grammy Award, I need to hand it over and say this is belonging to the people, to the city of Ekurhuleni and to South Africa at large.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
So it means we need South African production houses
to come into party, sisters. Because there are a lot of people who are willing to write books, but some of them, they are lazy to put it on pen, but they need people who can come and say, let us assist you to write your story and to produce something like this. I can't be alone writing this while I was not alone.
Oh yeah.
You see, that is unfair of them to me.
And it means this is not even the whole story, because there's other people,
there are people who are participating in those things,
and it needs to,
so they're keeping quiet, and they will be crying, hey, but they need
we don't write our stories.
Yes.
So other than, let's say, we leave the production TV, what do you want us as people like Tina, Abo Pomzele, Abo Makelwane, how would you want, like, support? What should they do? Buy the book and do what?
Sister, you know, when you have a book like this, you will have your own things in mind while reading.
You learn
while reading. And you will have your own things that comes to your mind that, hey, if I can invite Morena again and tell him about my plan here. So you see now, sister, it's a moving vehicle. Yes, it doesn't need to stop.
Doesn't stop
today.
So it can motivate others to do the same. Because I have a friend, she runs a foundation called The Power in My Story, and I think that's been the theme from last year, whereby the power in our stories that we need to tell. Because when you share your story, when you share what you've gone through, the real truth of your life can, after somebody reading it, can get up
with something
and live
with
fully with purpose,
with something,
because the power of that story.
Yes, remember, that's why they said in an Arabic, a qalam, it's a pen. Yes, iqra is to read. So if you just write something with your qalam and you iqra what is written by the qalam, then you'll be wise.
Wow. And that's why that we must read.
Yes, from cradle to grave.
We must read.
So I never told anything, sister. You see me with summer hawks, and no, I'm a Muslim in religion.
I saw the other name.
Yeah, it's
and
Ashraf.
Ashraf. I'm like, will I remember to pronounce this name? No, I'll stick to Morena Motaung. So Ashraf.
Yes,
so there's that. Also, you also come from that belief system.
Yes.
The Muslim belief system.
Yes.
And has Islam. You know what? Before. Today we're talking about this book. You are coming back. You know why you're coming back. Now that was, I'm glad to I'm a belief system and how religion
can infect a person.
How has it affected, how has it affected us as abantu abamnyama to a point whereby ubuthina nobumnyama bethu nobuzazi bethu and what we're supposed to fight for and still fight for now. Yes, I'm black and I'm African. We still need to be ourselves, but also religion, nama beliefs, then you need to behave in a way that you can't fight for and we're happy. We'll come back and talk about religion and belief system and how it has affected us. Before, when we're sitting up, we're talking about how us as black people, how we need to support each other. Intentionally. What can you tell people about kasi economy and why is it important to see supportane and buy from each other and support each other and get to know umrena unani and emoya umrena uzothola? Why is it important?
You know, sister, when we grow up, we know each other. To be honest. What potential each and every one of us has. So we need to share such things. Because now we are adults, we need to have money as well. Remember, so in order to support one, like the one you see the water place now, it's here. Because it's a South African made.
Yes, you see.
You understand? That's what we are saying, my sister. In order to support this person, we need to drink it as well.
Yes.
So that he can see the support is there because they are drinking it as well.
Yeah.
Even the book you need to write, to buy it in order to
get information and then get
motivated.
Clothing,
because those people who are selling those clothes on the street, they need our support as well.
Yeah.
So that we look nice.
Everything must revolve around us first.
Sister, we are looking nice.
Yes.
From the South African suppliers.
I love that we were like so proud. These earrings are from my friend. This why my stylist shopped for me.
I'm dressed by my Muslims in Prospect. Yeah.
Sure.
My Muslim brothers
family.
In Muslims brothers in
supporting family.
Yeah, in Prospect town.
Wow.
That's a business I support in terms of my dressing
clothing and all. There's a platform on Facebook. I've invited the person, so I'm not gonna say their platform. And people were commenting with Axizi, you're talking about you supporting black business, but ufage iskipe senzwe cotton esiphuma eEurope. Guys, leave that.
My sister,
leave that, because as long as it's still your brother or your sister who's selling that support, whether it cotton iphuma, it doesn't matter.
It's a vial from Italy or whatsoever, but as long because as it's been sold by your brother person or a brother, then that's what I'm supporting.
I love that. There's so much into you. I'm so grateful for this because I love history. I did history schooling actually, so I'm that girl.
Even me.
And how important our stories is, and I am motivated by you. I'm co-authoring a book with Upuseletso called Mother Wounds. And I'm glad that you are here, you are real, I can touch you, I can see you, and it's possible, it's doable.
It's doable, my sister.
And I love the fact that you are supported by government.
The Department of Military Veterans. I give you a hand.
Yes, it's authorized.
DMV,
so,
I give you a hand.
It is authorized, it is checked. The content is authentic, so it's not just
no copyright.
There is no copyright. So as you can see,
here is the ISN number.
Exactly, it's there.
No copywriting.
So as African people, we need to be proud of who we are, where we come from, and if we have this, let's write it and let's knock on those doors and get people.
My sister, you know what people they don't know about writing.
Yeah. Liberation.
No, you express yourself.
Yes, you
fully, without any boundaries whatsoever. The boundaries you will get when the editor comes. But when you write, you as a writer, you write everything that is there.
Wow.
That you need to present. Remember, writing is very broad, sister. It opens up everything. You will find it in that pile that they subtract it. They can come up with other books from it.
So that there's another copy. It must come. It must come. Before I let you go, thank you so much for coming to Conversations with the Pumzela, the girl next door. But I think I will be doing injustice if we don't talk about professionally. What do you do? Because what you do professionally is very important as well.
Yeah.
Because people, you know, where people with comrades, they always think, I'm a comrade. There's no essence into you. Guti, you are a professional. So professionally, what do you do?
Professionally, I'm an inspector in Metropolis Department at SSCT of Ekurhuleni.
Nice.
Working at the training academy of EMPD.
Yeah.
I'm an instructor there.
Nice.
Teaching young people to become disciplined police officers.
I like the disciplined
police officers. They know me, Mama. They will tell you one day when they come, maybe when you open for questions, and you will hear from them one day.
Yeah.
So who I am to them, I'm a father to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is hope with our South African police, with the likes of
Mama. If we are still there,
remember
when you are trained, seriously trained, definitely when you come to the party, you will do justice to them. Yes, and give everything to them.
Nice.
So that when they go outside there, they represent the uniform that they are wearing.
Wow.
And the person who taught them, they are representing
that. So it's not only the uniform and themselves, but the people who are teaching them, like you guys.
Who are teaching them.
Wow.
Because without us being in that academy, to be honest, there won't be any police formality that is strong in the city of Ekurhuleni. Without those instructors in that academy, guys, to be honest, I give you a hand.
Well done.
Since we met, me and you, since 2012 until to this day. So I give you a hand, my brothers and sisters. I give you a hand.
Oh, guys, this is Morena Ashraf. So we are not done.
You know, my sister.
There is so much more. I can tell there is so much.
To be honest, I would love to come back again so
Most
that
definitely.
we can finish this up. Because it's a lost, because now you are going to read it and go deeper with it. And now the proper questions will come. Yes. So I think that's why I was so deliberate to let's talk about you first, so that when somebody decides to go buy this book, you need to know where he comes from, who he is as a person. As you can see, the love of others, the love of training others, instructing others to be better people. Then when you get to this book, then you get to see who you're dealing with. So I'm so grateful for choosing to say I'm gonna come and tell my story in this platform. And definitely I am looking forward to, you know what I would like to do when we come back? I would like us to do a reading where I'm not just interviewing you, talking about the book and the stories, but let's have a read and let's have young people asking you questions based on your book. Yes. Because to be honest, sister, the Department of Military Veterans is doing good work in terms of marketing the book as well.
Great.
Because they say it will be on e-learning and whatsoever. Also targeting the Department of Education to take the book in order to place it in its own syllabus. But
if an individual wants it now, where do they get it?
They get it from me and also from the website of the Department of Military Veterans. The www.dmv.co.za. All the pictures and for the launch are there.
Okay. So can you give me permission to also add those details at the end of the video, so that at least even if you're not there repeating the numbers and all that, we can. So guys, I'm gonna make sure that I put the website address where you can find the book. I'm gonna also put all Morena's details there so that you can buy the copy. And then currently, how much does it go for?
For now, with me, it's 350 with the signature as well.
Guess who's getting? So production on the
well.
other side. So we have your production today, and your daughter's part of production. Thank you. The professional makeup artist is in the house. So can I have the pen, and so that can my copy be signed?
But you know, my sister, before I sign your book, because you are representing women's side, so I wanted to give you this from my family mother's side. Keep us swimming. Bahakhiba. Batho ba le kokoto la tsimana. Bo khiba ba ahile ntlo dithabeng. Bo khiba le lemele le sekoko maditlha. Ke ba tshweneng. Lona bo masiteng. Ke a le dumedisa kaofela.
Superman. This is Conversations with the Pumzela, the girl next door. I was hosting Morena here, Ubaba Motaung, who has shared his life, his love for fighting for this country, and he's still continuing where he is professionally. I'm gonna urge you to buy this book, get the copy. I'm gonna definitely make sure that if you want one, you can even get it here. Big girl next door. So please remember to subscribe to the channel so that we continue to bring more people who can share and motivate us to do better. And hit that notification button so that when we upload the next episode, you are the first one to see. And yes, guys, comment. Tell us, ask those questions, because definitely Morena will be coming back. Those question banks, I'm gonna make sure that
I've got. So
I have
the girl next door. sister.
So, and definitely.
My sister,
and I am not getting it as a gift. I am
paying.
I am
sister.
buying the book. And thank you so much for coming.
And me too, my sister. You know, thank you so much.
Only a pleasure.
Even though I expressed little, but definitely next time it will be.
It was not little.
Yeah.
It felt like it was a short time.
It's, to be honest, because you know when you go and gel, then you become in that motion. And I remember my teacher,
yes.
I can talk the whole night.
I can tell, and the two of us,
we can discuss everything and until you find out it is the next one.
On the other day. Thank you.
Thank you so
then
much.
We can wrap it up today.
Yes.
Guys, remember to subscribe and thank you for following us. And also Morena has his own YouTube channel. So I'll definitely make sure that I link it. Subscribe, follow him, and make sure that you comment and give him the flowers while he is here and alive. Katlehong Ekuruleni, this is our boy next
We
door.
love you.
Let's support
We
him.
love you, Ekuruleni. Katlehong. Kathoras.
Thank you.
You're always there. I'm Morena Motaung, the author of the book Being Freedom Fighters. I started to write this book in 2016. Then I gave it to the Department of Military Veterans, which they went and seek other researches in order to seek the authenticity of the information in this book. So they went through it and they found that it is true. So they decided to fund it. As you see here, it's written Department of Military Veterans. So this is the way I decided to write this book, in order to honor those fellow heroes and heroines who participated in the struggle during the 1980s and until 1994. That is the title of the book, Being Freedom Fighters. But you will hear whatsoever that you want to hear when we meet me and Pumzele, the girl next door. Yeah, the girl next door. So when we get into the conversation of the book, into details, so you will hear when we go forward, so that what is inside here. Maybe you will end up buying a lot of books for yourself and have a copy for yourself in order to get knowledge, because people, they say what is hidden inside the book, people, they don't know what is hidden inside here. So buy one and get a copy with the signature of the author, Morena Motaung. Yeah, welcome to the interview.